So here we go then, the final of the heats. This is the last race before we move on to the Grand Prix, and this is the final DRS 1-2-5 heats. Mantas Tzanoudakis will lead us away ahead of Will Checkley in second place. Here we go then, the karters just making their way towards the start-finish straights. And off we go. 8 minutes on the clock. Last chance to get yourself in a good position then for the Grand Prix. Matt Pearce with a good first couple of heats, but will have to come from the back if he's to do anything in this race. 17th place currently at the moment. And you can see, oh, a bit of a squabble there. A few karts getting caught up in that battle. Notably, Daniel Walden spinning round. So chaos on the first lap of this final DRS 1-2-5 heat. And in fact, out of the race then goes Daniel Walden. He's out of the cars. So you can see Checkley in first place, Parkinson in second, Friday up to third place, Tzanoudakis down to fourth, Darling in fifth, Daniel Burns in sixth, Faulkner in seventh, Cole in eighth, Ozan in ninth, and Moyes in 10th. Intriguing opening lap that. And there you can see Parkinson, who is in the battle for second place with Friday. Matt Pearce, winner of the first race, in 13th place. There you can see the forlorn figure of a karter out of the car, disappointed not to be carrying on. I'm pretty sure that was Daniel Walden, who sadly has retired from the race. And look at this little squabble here, my goodness me. Will Checkley, though, out in front at the moment and currently under pressure for the race lead. And it is after the end of the lap. Parkinson in the lead, Checkley in second, Friday in third, Tzanoudakis holding on to fourth place, Faulkner up to fifth, and in fact takes fourth place. So we're starting to see Faulkner hit a little bit of form. Needs to if he's to make up a little bit of time after finishing a bit further down the field in those heats. And looks like he's about to get another move done. He does. So Faulkner up into third place. Next up it's Parkinson. Checkley leads as things stand. Oh, and a big coming together by those two, and all that play into the hands then of Faulkner, who is all over the back. So Parkinson leads, Checkley in second place, Faulkner in third, Friday in fourth. Faulkner not used to having to be this far back and makes his way up into second place. So Sam Faulkner hasn't won yet so far today, finished third in the first race, is now in second and all over the back then of our race leader, and Sam Faulkner takes the race lead. So Faulkner makes his way through the traffic, having started in 10th place. It didn't take him long, did it? We're not even at the halfway stage, and Sam Faulkner up into first position. Started the lap in third place, started the race in 10th place, doing a great job out there on track, and indeed now leads the race. Parkinson in second, Checkley in third, and Friday in fourth. Can't help but feel that maybe now we'll see Faulkner pull away a little bit. He's certainly the quickest kart out on track. Parkinson in second, still keeping up with Faulkner though. Checkley all over the back there of Parkinson, and this could turn into a battle for second and third place here. So 3.5 minutes to go. Faulkner in first place after starting in 10th. Oh, and look at this little scrap then for second place. Parkinson getting passed by Checkley. Parkinson not making it easy though. And right all over the back of them is Friday. So 2.5 minutes remain. Faulkner in charge, out in the front. Parkinson in second, in with a good battle though with Checkley. Friday all over the back of those two. Tzanoudakis, who started on pole in 5th place. Dave Burns in 6th. Battle for second is intriguing. Parkinson out in front at the moment. Checkley a further 3/10 behind. Friday not too far away either. One and a half minutes remain. Faulkner in total charge now after making his way up from 10th place. It looked like Tzanoudakis making a move on Friday there. Not quite as scrappy this race as I thought it might be at the beginning. Oh, a big spin there. And getting into trouble there. It is Dave Burns, who was going so well in 7th place, gets the car back on track, but sadly for Dave Burns, that is really going to affect his race. So we'll have just a couple more laps to go then. 30 seconds left on the clock. Dave Burns did well to recover that, but he is now all the way down in 14th place. Rotten luck for Dave Burns. Meanwhile, Matt Pearce up into 8th place, winner of the first race, inside the top 10 now, after starting in 17th. So the clock has ticked down to 0. This will be the final lap as Faulkner just makes his way past the start-finish line. Who is going to finish second though? Parkinson and Checkley battling throughout the course of this race. It's been close between these two throughout, but all Parkinson has to do now is not make a mistake. But all over the back of Parkinson is Checkley into the final few stages of the race. And it looks like Checkley is putting Parkinson under real pressure. There, though, is our race leader, Sam Faulkner, just coming around Devil's Elbow for the last time, and Sam Faulkner wins for the first time today. An excellent race by him. In second place, it is Parkinson, who managed to hold on at the end there. Checkley coming home in third with Friday in fourth. Ozan in fifth.
Okay, attention pits. We are going to reschedule the start time for the DRS 62. So if you could all vacate the grid, please. DRS 100, we will be reissuing our time for your Grand Prix. So just for the moment, we're going to make a 10-minute interval.
So James, trackside with race winner Sam Faulkner. Sam, you've not had everything your own way today, have you? The ordering of the grids has made life a little bit trickier for you, but listen, you started in 10th place, you end up finishing the race in 1st place. Talk to us about what you went through out there on the track.
Yeah, it had quite a difficult start. Started on the outside. I think I maintained about 10th for the first lap, and then just worked my way through. Really, there was a bit of a crash at the top, which I gained a few positions from, because I think James Lay had a bit of a problem, I think, with his engine. But ultimately, yeah, it was a good race.
A 1st and a 3rd for you. You're probably looking in pretty good position heading into the Grand Prix.
Both, yeah, I had 2 thirds and a 1st. So is only the best 2 count? I think I'm not too sure, but yeah, 1st and a 3rd should be.
And how do you sort of feel heading into the Grand Prix? Probably quite confident now.
Yeah, it should be good. The first 2 heats are quite scrappy, but hopefully the final will be a bit better.
Started to find your form a little bit in that final heat, didn't you? You mentioned yesterday that this isn't a track that necessarily suits your racing style.
I just don't really like driving around here, to be honest. It's a bit, I don't know, you can't really overtake, which the heats have shown is quite hard to.
Say you can't really overtake, but you made 9 overtakes in that race.
Yeah, there's only really one viable overtaking spot, really, just the top corner, which people can defend, and it makes it quite difficult, but yeah, we'll see in the final.
Good man, well, best luck in the final. Congratulations again. So we are going to have a brief pause before we have the Grand Prix races to bring you in a couple of minutes' time, starting, of course, with the DRS 62 final, which will be the first of our 3 Grand Prix finals.